Great, thank you. So as a check-in, I just love to know what is your name, where are you from, and why are you here?
Shall I go, Anamaria?
Yeah, Paula, please.
Everyone's very shy. So I'll get us going. So I'm Paula Eddy. I'm new to the GPL. I'm really excited to be here. So this is the first official session that I've been to. And so happy to have come across Brandon and that he accepted my LinkedIn request to connect. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. So I think it was all meant to be as part of my purpose journey. And I'm here to be with other people that are just as passionate about purpose as I am. I help a lot of clients to connect with their inner purpose and see what that can help them achieve in their life and how that changes their leadership, because I'm into leadership coaching specifically. So that's why I'm here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Paula. Welcome.
I can go next. I'm Ursa. I'm pretty new like Paula. I'm in central Wisconsin, and I'm here, well, specifically today, I thought the topic was fascinating and something I just want to explore and learn more about. And I'm so appreciative of GPL and getting to learn these new things that I haven't been exposed to before, but they so relate to the work that I do or want to do.
Thanks, Ursa.
Sure. When I first heard Anamaria talk about her process, I was like, whoa, like, because it mirrored, or like it resonated with a lot of other like kind of key processes in the field. But I love that she came to it like herself, and it like emerged out of her. And it's like, at some point, maybe Anamaria at the end or something, you can give folks like an overview of like the bones and the stones and the I mean, it's like really, really cool and intuitive. And so, yeah, I'm here just because I was turned on and I'm like, I got to experience this.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandon.
I'll take in. This is Andy from Chicago in the US. And I'm actually not going to stay the whole time, but I just couldn't resist popping in to say hello. I've been processing some, to me, sort of strange energy patterns and need to do less than more. However, I've also had the extraordinary privilege of doing this specific, a version of this work. I don't mean to assume it's exactly the same. And I keep my daemon on my desk at all times at this point. So not out of arm's reach. So it's good to see you all.
Great, thanks, Andy.
I think it's just you, Michael. You're the last one.
All right, I missed the question because my breakfast arrived at the door. So was it like an introduction or what?
Yeah, it's your name, where you're from, and why are you here?
All right, so Michael Sheridan, obviously. I'm from Ireland originally, but living in Seattle, and I do dream work focused on helping people achieve their life purpose, but primarily, like I show them what the purpose is, but the main thing I do is help people heal their childhood traumas. And so what you're talking about today fits right in lots of ways into the work I do, including symbolism, which is huge in dreams. So I'm looking forward to this.
Wow. Thank you. It's always such an honor to be in these spaces, because the people who show up all GPL events are seekers of all kinds. So thank you for all the work you do for your journeys and for where you're at in this moment. So, as I was saying before, the daemon is a helper in fulfilling our destiny. And if we follow the thread of our aliveness, where that, what calls us, what has the most aliveness for us, that is an important signal of our purpose on this earth. Symbolism is a huge part of my work because symbols help us go into our subconscious, into our creative side, into our imaginal realm. And so we're going to go into an exploration of our daemon that will involve a visualization and a search through many landscapes. Where is our daemon? Where do we find it? What landscape does it live in? What is it doing? What kind of movement is it engaged in? We want to encounter it also in a wild way, because finding our daemon cannot be a cerebral process. It cannot be a mental process. We cannot like architect our way through it. It's more a natural expression of our life force. So the first thing I want to guide us into, it's actually dancing, because through movement, we will start mobilizing the energy that will help us find the daemon. So they say that every tribe dances together, and I firmly believe that life purpose is something that emerges inside of a tribe. It's something that comes forth as we feel a sense of belonging and we feel a sense of being welcomed in life by our tribe. So I invite us to stand up. Some of you might be like, what? Just try it. Just let yourself be moved by the music in the way that feels natural to you. Don't force anything, and see what happens as you invite your daemon as you dance. You're inviting the wild part of you. You're inviting movements that come from this free expression of your being, this part of you that is uncivilized in a good way. It's wild, it's free, it's uncultured, it's most pure version of you. So I'm gonna play a song, and let's see. And all we're gonna do is dance.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah. When you call takes flight, 'cause I am alive.
All right, very cool. Thank you. So as we come back, we can feel into that aliveness and movement, and wildness that we just got in touch with. And as we breathe deeply, let's start to connect with different parts of our bodies to awaken that body intelligence in this moment so that we can get into a visualization, a guided visualization space. So let's feel how our entire body is doing right now. Let's feel into our feet, moving up to our calves, our knees, our thighs, our buttocks on the chair, feeling our pelvis, moving up into our belly and taking a few deep belly breaths. Feeling the whole of our back from our sit bone into our neck, holding our spine straight. Feeling our chest, our whole torso, including solar plexus and heart. We're inhabiting our body more and more. This has a lot to do with awakening our wildness. Feeling our shoulders, moving down into our arms and hands. Feeling our neck. Feeling our head. The sensation of having a head. Having a face. Now taking a few deep breaths from head to toe. Entering a space of visualization. Imagining that you are in a beautiful desert and you look around you to the sand, the dunes, the sky. And you start to walk in search of your daemon. Maybe that wild creature that represents you could be in this landscape. So you look around at the wildlife here. What catches your eye? What moves you? And feel the peace of this environment, the simplicity, the expansiveness. If you have found your wild creature, take it with you to the next landscape we're going to visit. We're going to now be transported into a mountain, beautiful mountain. You're high up. You look around the beautiful view and you feel that sense of, again, expansiveness and the heights of this mountain. And you're surrounded by wildlife that inhabits these spaces, these altitudes. Look around and see if you find your daemon here. If you have found it, take it with you to the next landscape, which is a forest. Enter the forest and start to be amazed by what you see there. You encounter all kinds of wildlife here. Connect with the forest and its community of trees, and plants, and animals. Hear the sounds. Take in the smells. And the sensation of your feet walking in this forest and connecting with more and more wildlife. See if you find your diamond here. If you do find it, take it with you to the next landscape, which is the jungle. So this is a tropical forest, tropical jungle, very humid, very wild. You encounter creatures that you've never seen before. Even imaginary creatures. Maybe you find your diamond here. Connect to the lusciousness, the intense smells, sounds, vibrancy of life at all levels. Take in all of this life. Maybe you have found your diamond here. And if you have, take it with you to the next landscape, which is a few steps away. You walk into the shore and magically you have a way to submerge yourself into the ocean. And encounter all kinds of creatures there. Dive into the corners of the ocean, coral reefs, into the depths of those waters. Maybe you encounter your diamond there. And if you have, stay there. Otherwise, go back to the landscape where you found your diamond. Go back to it so that your diamond is in its natural element. And have a moment with your diamond. Look at it in the eye. Know that this is part of you, that you're now bringing closer, integrating. Have this diamond show you images of your genius, of your unique gifts. Moments where you have expressed this wild nature. Moments where you have unleashed wondrous capacities, life force, determination, that even you were in awe. As you see these images of moments where you have been in touch with this wild side of you, with this demon in its full expression, Now have your daemon show you moments where you have been, where you have gone too far in your wildness. Where you have fallen into excess of some kind. We all have some kind of excess in this wild part. So have images of that as well. And now, look at your daemon once again. After connecting with both its gifts and its excesses, and open your heart to it. Welcome its lights and shadows. See if you can embrace the wholeness of your wild side. Maybe as you close your encounter with your wild side, you can express this acceptance of all of its facets, as well as a commitment to understand its needs and learn how to care for it so that it can channel this energy in the most life-giving way. So maybe you want to embrace your daemon as you close. Really feel that connection, really feel that you are blessed with its energy. And slowly you can open your eyes and without breaking your state too much. Find a piece of paper where you can draw your daemon. It's important to draw with your hand. Even if this is not your forte. Put all criticism to the side. Let yourself draw. And when you're done with a sketch, with an initial sketch, you can have 4 quadrants in your drawing where you, one of the quadrants is what are those gifts and what are those excesses that you just heard from it. So you draw your demon in the center, and then to the left, you make a list of those gifts and make a list of those excesses. Now, if you have done that, if you have taken note of the gifts and the excesses, now we're gonna switch these two. I just realized it's better to switch them. And on the upper right, what are special people that seem to enliven your daemon? It can be people you know or you don't know, some people that you've seen on the media or in movies, or characters, like just people that seem to capture the imagination of your daemon. So in the upper right, special people. Don't rationalize this, just write names of people who capture your daemon's imagination. And in the lower right, think about what are special needs that your daemon has, special needs to keep your animal happy, to keep your animal feeling nourished, the soul of that animal feeling nourished. Maybe there's some landscapes, maybe there's activities, games, types of reading, types of art that feed your aliveness. And also some special cares that your daemon might need, like it needs to go outdoors, it needs to work out, it needs to meditate. These are also needs, special needs that your daemon has to not fall into excess. And some of these special needs might take you back when you were young, when you were a child, when you were an adolescent, activities you used to do and you used to love, and they used to bring you alive. They used to feed you in very specific ways. So think back to those activities. So we're gonna give 2 more minutes to finish. Right. All right. Well, thank you for whatever connection you made with your demon. So I'd just like to hear from those of you who were able to connect and find something. Who would like to share? Brandon.
It was beautiful. I loved it. And what first showed up was a bison. Also, there was also some crows and the albrije from like Coco, you know, that like giant leopard dragon flying thing. But I connected most with the bison, and it was interesting because at first he was kind of like mopey and like, you know, just kind of like, and then when you said like what does he need, and then all of a sudden this herd showed up. I was like, yes. So and it immediately kicked out in this like scene from God, it was like Judas and the Messiah. Anyone see that about Fred Hampton? The movie about Fred Hampton called Judas and the Messiah. Well, anyways, Fred Hampton, Black Panther, incredible speaker, and he was, and a number of times in his speeches, he's like, "I am the people, I am the people, I am the people." You know, you get people just like so fired up about being the people, and it was just like it just, you know, like repatterned, like, "Oh my God, I'm the people." Like, so like it's not like a solitary bison. It's like the energy of a herd, of a stampede. So I want to thank you for flipping that switch for me. And so I draw a bison all the time, but I decided to draw just like a big messy herd, just like, you know, you can't really see shit on it, but for me it looks like bison just kicking up dirt and, you know, The other thing that came through was that sort of thing about the bison is that they spend most of their day just fucking off, and they just like play and run. They don't, they're not a very industrious animal. It's not like a beaver or anything. They're just like they'll lounge, and then one of them would get up, and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's get up," and then they'll go run somewhere for no reason, and they'll play. And apparently, what their play does, it fucks up the ground in a really good way, and they because of their activity, and at least they're native to the United States, and I think Europe and Africa as well, but because of their activity, they actually spark the ecology. They're the ones that keep like live springs or going. Otherwise, they just kind of dry out. And so there's like this like obtuse, oblique regeneration that comes through their play. And yeah, I just kind of like got inspired by, well, what does that mean for me? Like, how can I be playful in service of the herd, of the tribe? So thank you. That was cool.
Thank you. There's a playfulness in everything you shared and being here. So I want to reflect that back to you.
I can share. What came up for me, I'll show you my picture if you can see it. Actually, I can't see my screen. Can you see? I turned my self view off. Is coyote. And it has come to me before, and I like really kind of rejected it because it's like this weird joker kind of playful, cunning, all kinds of different meanings. And I was just quick scrolling on my phone and just to look up like spiritual meaning of coyote, and it's jokester, playfulness, adaptability, seeing the truth behind it, complex and cunning personality, wisdom and cleverness. So it's trouble, but it's also good fortune. It's like that duality. And but so much of what I see in the world is it's all both. And I don't think a lot of people accept that it's both. They're either stuck in the struggle and they can't see the light, or they're so focused on the light, they're denying their struggle. And so they're not balanced between them. So that's what showed up for me. So I'm excited about it. It was a really beautiful process. Thank you.
Thank you, Ursa. I'm really glad you were able to embrace these sides. It feels very wholesome.
Mm.
So mine was a coyote as well, which was weird because means nothing to me except they chase roadrunners. So I knew nothing about them. So I was curious to see what you found out. And I thought maybe it's because it was a desert and I know that's where they live. But the coyote that showed up for me was very wise. Like as if it understood the whole landscape, which was interesting because I wouldn't have thought that about them. But yeah, it was interesting. And it didn't mind the other landscapes I brought it into. It's like it was happy with all of them. So interesting, it was the same animal.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's a very adaptable coyote. Like you, from Ireland into Seattle.
I'm happy to share mine as well. Very, very, very different from any of yours, which is a good thing, kind of, in our uniqueness. I don't know if you can see my silly little picture, but I was doing this in my notebook. But anyway, a little wild thing, very scruffy, complete opposite of me in terms of, I'm quite, tidy hair and makeup and blah, blah. So this is scruffy, didn't mind, where it was. It came to me in the desert, but in an oasis in the desert, hiding behind the palm tree, looking a bit shy to start with. sort of playful, very playful side. And that really resonated with me in terms of the humor. Have you ever seen, or do you know the book Where the Wild Things Are?
Yes.
So that's kind of what it was.
Perfect.
For me. So it was fine in all the different environments too, and it was a really lovely way to connect with all the different parts of me, and think about the gifts, the excesses, the people, the needs that really that inner part of me needs to be nurtured and survive in life. So it was really interesting. Thank you.
So fun that this demon doesn't look like you at all. I love that. It's like you're really bringing out something you've been hiding. I want it. Great. Susie might have had a hard time doing the exercise, or maybe Susie want to share something. It's okay if not.
She just had a little message that said that she kept seeing fish.
Oh yeah. I couldn't draw it, but I kept seeing fish. I've had dreams about fish most of my life, especially since I spent many summers as a kid at my grandparents' lake home. I'm excited to learn more about this part. Wow. Thank you. So thank you, Michael, for letting us know you need to leave. We'll wrap up. Brandon?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to invite Susie to spend more time with the fish. There's a very famous fish in the Western world called Jesus Christ. Not that I'm inviting you back into your Catholicism, but he was they call a fisher of men. Like he caught people, and maybe there's some kind of leading people catching the fish or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Also, it's a water animal. Like you can all think about where your animal spends most time. If it's the air, water, earth, or even fire in some way. And so fish relates to the water element. So emotions and depths. So thank you. Beautiful work, everyone. Thank you for opening up to this connection to yourselves. And I invite you to pay attention to these needs and these calls for certain people who awaken something in you. Brandon asked me to share some of the methodology, the wider methodology. So in the work that I do, Life Revision, we work with symbols. And one of the symbols is the bones. And so we connect with bones. We pick up our bones in the desert. And they are buried all around the desert. And as we pick them up, we start to connect to something that we've been burying. And we bring it back. We bring it back. And as we assemble these bones together, they create a skeleton. And it's the skeleton of our daemon. So as we pick up these bones, and you can learn more about this methodology if we continue in conversation, but these bones are relics of your life. They are what's left behind when we die. And so we all have sacred objects. And so I won't have time to go through all the symbols, but maybe with this you get a taste of the work. And the importance of awakening our imagination, of going into that imaginal space where something different comes to life. So again, thank you for being here, for playing. And I look forward to other opportunities to engage with you and to enliven our purpose.
Thank you, Anamaria. This is such a wonderful contribution to the community. And we'll post this recording so that other folks can check it out. And also, your book is coming out in English soon. So I can't wait to read it because I'm like so fascinated by this process that it just feels like, you know, came right out of your heart. So yeah, thank you all for joining. And 2 months from now, the same time, we'll do another one. But then next month is going to be the social one. Yeah, great to see y'all. Michael, been way too long. Don't be such a stranger, man.
I know. By the way, my wife was dancing with me when you were doing the dancing. You had one extra participant. All right. Okay.
Take care.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Thanks
you.
all.
Have a
Take
lovely
care.
rest of your day. Bye.
Bye-bye.